What's up guys, it's Tyler here with Rowan Jones Outdoors. So for this week's video, I'm going to be going over my essentials for bank fishing. This is what I take with me every time that I'm out on the bank. Okay, so for the rods, this is my first rod right here. This is also the newest rod to my arsenal. This is an Abu Garcia Blue Max. It is a 7-foot heavy. The reel is actually a 7-1-1. Sorry, I've only had it a couple weeks, so I don't know off the top of my head. But this is what I use for topwater fishing. I use this for my frogs. I use this for a rat lure that I've been catching fish on here lately. I also like to use this a lot of times with a whopper plopper. Not always, but a lot of times. It has 50-pound braid on it, and yeah. Okay, for the next rod in my arsenal, I actually have, this is a 7-foot medium heavy Berkeley amp rod that I will probably be doing a video on in the future. For the reel, it has the M3 metal from Academy that I did a few videos back. This is a really great beginner all-purpose reel for a great price. I currently have 12-pound fluoro on this, and this is kind of my all-purpose rod. Okay, the next rod that I'm gonna go over is my spinning setup that I take with me. I use this for all of my finesse baits, but this is a 7-foot medium heavy rod, also from Academy. I got this on sale, I think, for $15. Let us know if you want me to do a review on this. I've had this for a long time and it's done really well so far. I have a 2000 series Quantum spinning reel on here, but yeah, this takes care of my finesse fishing setup. So now time to get into the bag and the baits. Okay, so we're gonna start with the bags. I take two with me technically. I'm gonna start with the GoPro case first. So I have this, it's a soft case that actually came with an entire kit that we got. This has a hard drive in it, it has all of my stuff, it actually has a buzzbait in it. I'm gonna take that out of there. But yeah, this is what we keep the extra batteries, the extra memory cards, and all of the accessories that we take with us anytime we're out filming a video. We keep it in this case. It'll actually slide in my bag. I just took it out for the purpose of this video, but usually I have it in the bag to make it a little easier to carry it around. Okay, next we're gonna be going over the bag that I keep all of my tackle in when I'm bank fishing. I really like this. It's a Plano A-series bag, and I got this as a gift from my girlfriend for my birthday, and she actually gave it to me early. I've had this for a few months, even though my birthday was just last week. But so far, I'm really happy with this bag. It carries everything that I need in it. It came with Plano cases inside of it, and yeah, I have no complaints so far. Okay, so for the bag, it has a pocket on each side. This side has an unopened chatterbait in it, and it has a trash bag. I always take a trash bag when I'm out fishing because a lot of people like to just throw down old line, throw down old lures, and they're trash. So I always just take one with me to clean up after other fishermen. It also has a walking bait, a topwater walking bait that I got at Walmart and have not used yet. On the other side pocket over here, this is where I keep my scale. I've got this Berkeley scale that I got from Walmart. It has a tape measure attached to it. One lesson that I learned a couple of months ago is always make sure you take your scale, whether you think you're gonna catch a big fish or not, because I was fishing at a pond where I was told nothing over 2 pounds is ever caught, and I caught a fish that was probably 7 to 8 pounds. So always make sure you take your scale with you. Okay, this front pocket here is where we actually start getting into some of the baits. So in this front pocket, I have a Plano A-Series box that I have stickers on from Mystery Tackle Box, Catch Co, Falcon, Titan, and Googan, just some of the companies that I'm on pro staff for. Inside, I have a lot of soft plastics. I have some Mondo worms that I've taken out of the packages over here. Over here, I have some Yum Dingers, 3 different colors of those. I actually have some lizards that I've never used in here, as well as some small little rubber shad that you actually put on a weighted jig head in here. So that's what's in the front pocket. Okay, now time to get to the good stuff, which is the inside of the bag. Okay, I'll show you guys how it opens up. It opens full front right here so that you can have easy access to everything. It has 3 pockets right here, 3 mesh pockets. I usually keep knife, some pliers in there. It also has a zip pocket here, which I usually keep my line in. I usually keep an extra pack of my fluorocarbon and an extra pack of mono and an extra pack of braid in there, because you never know when you're going to bird nest and have to just scrap all of your line. Okay, next I'm going to start getting into the cases. This is my topwater case right here. I'm going to actually put that Googan Squad Hummer that was in the camera bag back in here. I also have a War Eagle buzzbait that I got on clearance for, I think, 87 cents. I have a Pad Crasher by Booyah and a Pad Crasher Junior in there as far as frogs go. I also have a Filthy Frog, which is currently tied on here, and at home in the mail I have 2 poppin' Filthy Frogs that Googan sent out to me. I have this live target mouse that I actually got the other day, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen pictures of fish that I caught this week on this. If not, the link is in the description, shameless plug. I also have a couple of poppers here that I got from Academy. They're H2O Express brand. Never used them and never caught a fish on either one of them. So that takes care of the topwater box. Let's go ahead and put that up. Okay, now that we've covered the topwater, we're going to go over the next case. This is my Jig Box. This is probably my favorite box in here, honestly. I keep jigs, chatterbaits, and spinnerbaits in this box. Here I have just a regular Z-Man chatterbait, natural color, that's green pumpkin. This one's a black and blue. Here I've got a chartreuse and a purple little tiny spinnerbaits from Booyah. I think they're called Pond Magics. Here is my Googan Squad Zinger. I actually have a couple more of these at the house, but I keep this one with me. I also have it in white. I also have a black Booyah spinnerbait in here. Here is a green pumpkin football head jig in there. This is a white grass hero. I actually have this in bluegill color and rotten pumpkin. This is a casting jig. It's black and blue, and I have a black and blue crack and crawl on the back of it as a trailer. Here is a green pumpkin blue casting jig. I have a few of those in here. All in all, there's about 20 jigs in this box. As far as jigs go, I get asked questions from time to time from people. I have swim jigs, I have casting jigs, and I have football head jigs, and really the size, weight, and color just comes down to a combination of personal preference and where you're fishing. I fish a lot of ponds, so I use a lot of the Grass Hero because it just cuts through the grass as would a lot of other swim jigs from different companies. I really like the heavy jigs for busting through that thick cover that a lot of ponds have, especially during the summer. But yeah, that covers my jigs, spinnerbaits, and chatterbaits. Okay, up next we have the terminal tackle box. This is the only box that I have in here that's not a Plano, and that's because I couldn't find a Plano one at the time. But this is a Flambeau. It is a, I can't remember exactly what they call it, but I think it's called Rust X. It is a box specially designed to prevent rust, so I use it on all of my terminal tackle. In here I have everything from beads and bobber stops. I have all of my hooks. I have Ned heads. I have underspins. Got weighted swim bait hook, shaky heads. One tip that I will give you for your terminal tackle is your hooks. I like to put these on baby pins. It actually keeps them from getting tangled up and makes it a lot easier to pull out what type of hook you have. I also keep a lot of my Titan tungsten weights in here. I also leave a lot of those at home because tungsten is expensive and I don't want to lose it. I keep a lot of leads in here. I've got pins for Nico rigging wacky worms, just everything. I've got drop shot weights in here as well. Just all my terminal tackle weights, hooks, bobber stops, anything like that. So that's gonna do it for terminal tackle. We're going to get into the last hard case that we have in here, and then we will get into the soft plastics. This is my hard bait box. I keep crankbaits and jerkbaits in here. I've got a couple of small jerkbaits that I got from Walmart. I've got a Googan Squad clutch in here. I've got a lipless crank that I got from Academy. I've got some deep divers, white and red. I've got a KVD square bill. I actually have a couple of these in here. I have this square bill that I got from Mystery Tackle Box. Can't remember the brand off the top of my head. I have a hand-me-down Rapala jointed jerkbait that I've caught fish on. I've got some smaller crankbaits that I throw on my spinning stuff for bluegill when I'm not catching any bass. But yeah, that does it for the hard baits. I don't really use them as much as I probably should, but I fish a lot of grassy ponds and I really don't feel like getting them hung up and losing them all the time. So that does it for all of the hard cases and the bags. Now I'm going to get into the soft plastics. Okay, now time for the soft plastics. So, as most of you probably know who are watching this video, and if you don't know, I'm actually on Googan's pro staff, so 90% of my baits are Googan as far as soft plastics go. That's just who I like. All bait companies have good products that they sell. All of them have something that's unique to just them, but I myself prefer Googan. They're the guys who helped get me into fishing. They're the guys who've taught me a lot of stuff that I know about fishing, so that's just who I support. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with worms. Other than the worms that I have in the box in the front, I have a pack here of the Slim Shake. This is a green pumpkin pearl. I like to use those on a drop shot as well as a shaky head. This is Mondo worm. If you watched a few videos back, I caught like 8 fish on one of these, I think. They're really durable. And this is watermelon red. This is my favorite color. It's really natural and it works really well in the ponds that I fish. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the worms. Next, we're gonna go over the bandito bug. Here, I've got the bandito bug in Blue Baby. That's a really good color for the area that I live. I've got June bug, which everyone knows you can't go wrong with June bug really anywhere in the country. This one is actually Alabama Crawl. This is probably my favorite color to use in the Bandito bug. I love using these on Texas rig. It catches a lot of fish. I also have in my bag a pack of the junior size. The junior size is really good for when you've got finicky fish and you need to downsize the profile of your bait. This is Bama Bug, another good color where I live. Next we're going to go with the Ned rigs. I only carry one pack of these because I go back and forth between these and another bait that you will see here in a little bit. But this color is Mud Minnow. It's really good for clear water. It looks very natural. Okay, next we are going to go over the Trench Hog. This is a really good bait, believe it or not, for jig trailers. The extra long pinchers of this really catch the fish's attention. It's really, really, really good for getting finicky fish that just can't pass up an easy meal. That's actually the only pack I have. I used the last one of my other pack the other day and need to go and get some more. Okay, next up on the googan baits is going to be my favorite googan bait of all. I love this as a jig trailer. I love this as a Texas rig bait. This is just my favorite bait that they make, and that would be the Crack and Crawl. This is Bama Bug, a great color around here. Like I said earlier, I catch tons of fish on this. This is Watermelon Red, a color that you can't go wrong with anywhere in the country, honestly. And then this is a pack of the Crack and Crawl Juniors that I got to try out, and this is Black and Blue. These work really good on the back of a Grass Hero swim jig. Okay, so that takes care of all the googan baits that I have in my bag right now. I usually keep a couple more packs, but I'm running a little low, but nothing super crazy. So now we're gonna get into the stuff that isn't googan. And really the only plastics that I use that aren't googan are stuff that they don't make. So I've actually got a pack of Yum Christie critters here. I also like to use big bite creature baits. I don't have any with me right now, but this is the equivalent to that. Googan doesn't have anything like this out yet, so this is what I use because it's super cheap. Okay, next on the list we have a newer company. They are just now starting to get popular in America. They're from Japan, and that would be gcrack. My buddy Casey actually got me onto this, which is the bellows gill, and these are fish catching machines. I love these. Nobody has a bait out like this at all. This right here is the 2.8 size in the electric shad. This is a bigger one. This is a 3.8. I can't remember what color this is off the top of my head, and it's in Japanese, so I cannot read that. This is a newer bait that I've got from them that has been working really good. This is the spearon or spiron, however they want you to pronounce that, but this is kind of like a paddle tail swim bait by them. Okay, but like I was saying, gcrack is just really good stuff, and nobody on the market right now has any baits that are anything close to them. Next on the list we have 10,000 Fish. This is the yoyo worm. These work really good as a trailer. I actually have them as trailers on spinner baits right now. They work really good as a trailer. They work really good on a drop shot, and they work really good Texas rigged. Another bait that I have by them is the Sakoshi bug. I use this on the Ned rig. I go back and forth between this and the Rattling Ned from Googan, but I really like these. They're really durable, and they come out in a ton of colors. Okay, next on the list, I actually have a new pack of baits that I've never used before, but I've seen these on Facebook, and I have a friend who is sponsored by them and uses their hard baits all the time, so I figured that I would try these out. This is the Chase Baits Flip Flop. This color is Watermelon Pearl, and it's a weird bait. It's kind of like a crawl, but it's got these weird little flaps on the side of it that look really cool underwater. Okay guys, I actually lied to you. I said that I had shown you all the googan baits that I had, and I didn't. I forgot. I actually have the Saucy swimmer. This is the 3.3, the smaller size. This color is green pumpkin blue. And then I have 2 packs of the 4.8s. I use these with a weighted swim bait hook. I use these strictly as trailers. Here I've got the green pumpkin pearl. It's got a white bottom on it. And then this color is the goby. It's like a green pumpkin with a gray and pink flake in it. Okay guys, so if you've stuck around this long, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I just want to let you guys know so that you're the first people to know, we will actually be putting out 2 videos next week. We have one that Aaron made fishing at a secret pond that only me and him have permission to film at and fish at, and we also have a video coming out that is a pond hopping video that we are going to be filming this weekend. So like I said, if you've stuck around this long, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank everyone for the support so far, all the likes and comments on the videos. We greatly appreciate all of it. So we really just want to thank you guys for staying tuned with us and watching our videos. We've got a lot of cool things coming up. We've got some fishing trips planned. We've got some hunting videos that we're working on. We've got camping videos coming out, and we really just thank you guys for watching. So until next time, remember, your next cast could be your next catch. Peace.